Tidligere gik der får og græssede her. I dag står snorlige vinstokke med sorterne Chardonnay, Pinot Noir og Pinot Meunier. De satser på én enkelt ting her på vinmarken, der smukt ligger som en oase i en efterårsklædt skov. Og det er mousserende vine.
Partly because I love sparkling wine. I think wine with a bubble is better than almost any other type of wine, and partly because the English climate is a cool one, and it particularly lends itself to producing grapes which have good flavours, good aromas, and fairly high acidity, and that in turn lends itself to making really good quality sparkling wine. Just a bit loose and should really be up there.
Det var Jonica Fox's mand, der foreslog, at de kunne lave vin. Jonica var kørt træt i sit job i marketing. Uddannelsen til vinbonde blev løsningen. I 2003 startede hun på Plumpton College. På det tidspunkt var hun midt i 40'erne.
At Plumpton I learnt in 3 years what it would have taken me 10 years in the field to learn. And that gives you a tremendous advantage because you're telescoping time and making sure that you stay in control and ahead of the game.
Jonica Fox mener ikke, at det er umuligt at producere vin uden en uddannelse, men hun er sikker på, at det har gjort processen både hurtigere og nemmere.
Going to Plumpton means that you have access to people who teach you not just the basics of viticulture, but also the basics of winemaking, and they do so in a way which allows you to develop interests and skills of your own. And I think without that support and without that knowledge, it would be quite hard work. Not impossible, but hard work.
Det er som taget ud af manuskriptet fra Chris Foss, leder af vinafdelingen på Plumpton College.
If you've got a traditional wine producing country, say like Burgundy or Bordeaux, where they've got a well-defined style that works well for them, then I think that learning winemaking from your family or from working with another winemaker is fine. But in a sort of new world situation like the UK or Denmark, it's not like that. I think what you've got to try and do is gather a toolkit of different techniques, of different winemaking and vine growing techniques, and then look at the market and try and define a style that meets your aspirations and that of the market. As you say, try and get the two to mesh together.
It's cold, wet soil that holds the vines back and makes the selection of vine, the selection of the rootstock, and the selection of the type of wine you're going to make quite key. Understand your grapes and make the best of what they offer you. And if you're producing grapes with moderate sugars and quite high acidity, then perhaps following England into the sparkling wine market might be a good way to go. Perhaps your future lies in crisp, dry white wines or delicious rosé wines. I think that's something Denmark ought to enjoy experimenting with.
Til næste sommer i 2012 bliver hendes første langtidslagrede mousserende rosévin sat til salg.
I can't imagine doing what I'm doing today if I hadn't been to Plumpton.
I næste indslag kan du møde Charlie Holland, en anden tidligere studerende fra Plumpton College. I dag er han med til at producere over 150.000 flasker om året hos en af Englands største vinproducenter.